so little arm action, and I've always liked training arms kind of together. I've learned through my routines. I've done many routines where I did back and bis together, or chest and tris, or shoulders and tris, shoulders and biceps. But I found the best thing that works for me always is biceps and triceps together. I added some forearms in today, and I'll go over that routine. But more importantly, remember, I always do triceps before I do biceps. Now, why do I do that? I always had a harder time getting a pump in my biceps, and when I do tricep work first, the first set of biceps I'm always pumped. So if you guys haven't tried doing bis and tris together, try always starting with triceps, then go into your bicep training right after and see how much pump your arms actually get. It always was better for me. I didn't start off with genetically big arms, so for me, you know, my main thing is to focus on repetitions. I always did 12, 15 reps. I don't worry about his weight as much, but let me just go through the routine a little bit. So I try to put everything in my phone here so I know kind of what I do for workouts. I'm still kind of tracking things a little bit. But I started with rope press downs, always the first thing to warm up my elbows. I don't have any elbow pain even at 45 years old, which is amazing. And I think it's because I've been careful about my joints, and I always warm up doing rope presses, okay? Doing, you know, 2 warm-up sets, and then I do at least 3 working sets of 12 reps. Okay, press downs came next. So I did press downs. You notice I lean in on these. Now, a lot of people say, oh, he's doing it wrong or whatever else. It's just the way I feel it the most. This is gonna really work the meat of your tricep. And I do 3 working sets there of 12 repetitions each, okay? Next exercise was a close grip bench press. Probably one of the 2 movements I always suggest to build mass in the triceps. With this, focusing on 12 reps, you see the last set I did 20 reps, just to really get the weight in there, to really feel it, because I'm not pushing extreme amounts of weights. I used to go up to 400 pounds on this. Now just going up to maybe 185, maybe 200 pounds at the max for 12 repetitions, okay? Then I did the hammer dip machine, okay? Now sometimes I do body weight dips, sometimes I do like, you know, machine dips, whatever. This is a hammer strength machine where you get into the machine and I do 12 reps. I did 3 sets there. And then I did the hammer tricep extension, which is, I always suggest some sort of overhead with something that really gets the stretch on the tricep, and that hammer machine kind of did that. I did 2 arms at a time. I did 3 sets there, focusing on 12 repetitions with both arms, okay? Next into biceps, okay? We rolled first to the bar, the cambered bar curl, okay? I did like 5, 6 sets with that. I did a couple warm-ups, then I went right into those 12 repetitions. Pretty simple movement, you know, little body motion, but that's just the way I train mostly. next was seated dumbbell curl. So you see I alternated arms back and forth. Try to do at least 8 repetitions on each arm, so 16 total reps, sometimes 20. Did 3 sets there. And then I did spider curls, which is the incline bench, and I leaned in. This is really, really isolateral like movement for each arm. This is great. I did this exercise for the 09 comeback when I was training under the FST7 training principles, and for me, this really helped build more of a fuller bicep for me because it takes the shoulders out, leaning on the incline bench. It's really just concentration on the bicep tendon itself, okay? And then we went over to the preacher hammer machine. Okay, I did 2 arms with this. Sometimes I do 1. Did 3 sets here, 12 reps, nothing fancy, just something that keeps the elbow in a locked position. After that, we rolled into something that's usually left out of routines, and that's the forearm training. Okay, I've lost some forearm size when not training as heavy. I think indirectly when you train a lot of heavy back movements, you get a lot of forearm development, especially like really with the brachialis area. So with this, I did behind the back curls, okay, which those really stimulate this thickness in this part of the forearm, okay. You can also do wrist curls on a bench. I did 12 reps. I did 3 sets of those. Turned around and I did a lighter weight where I focused more on the front meaty part, and also a little bit on the bicep where I did reverse curls, 12 reps, 3 sets, okay? Pretty simple. All you really need to end your workout, I mean, I would always suggest throwing some forearm work in there if you have underdeveloped forearms. Really makes the arm look more fuller, especially you competitive people. And that suggestion of bis and tris together would be, I think, ideal. And you know, I can talk more about that in later videos, but it just seemed to always work best for me. I've tried every routine there is over 25 years of training, and this is what's kind of fell into my pattern now as I continue to train and trying to keep, you know, keep fit. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button now and keep watching for our content, man. Thank you guys so much for the support.